Achieved with CryEngine.
What the hell's the ladies? What chills would do such devilry?
Take as many men as you need and ride there. Find those knaves and bring me their head.
Hi, I'm the creative director of the game you just saw. I hope you liked it. And I'm here to tell you more about the game, about the people behind it, and most importantly, about the reason why we are here on Kickstarter. Some time ago I realized that at the big publisher I used to work, there is very little chance that I will be ever able to make a game that I always wanted to make. So I decided to quit my well-paid job and started a new company called Warhorse to develop an open-world, medieval, realistic RPG you just saw called Kingdom Come Deliverance. You can think of it as a Braveheart game. Majestic castles, armored knights, large-scale battles, political intrigues, all set in a large medieval open world. We want to make the experience as authentic as possible. Real-world locations, real castles, period-accurate costumes and armor, combat and fencing design with the best swordsmen around, and story based on real historic events. All this on a foundation of solid game mechanics of a true hardcore RPG. Like non-linear quests with multiple solutions, branching dialogues with points of no return, several roles to play, lots of different stats, skills and perks, and ultimate character customization options. We have 4 layers of clothes and 16 equipable slots. There is of course crafting like blacksmithing, alchemy and even cooking, and details like the need to sleep and eat to stay healthy. Even food goes bad if it's in your inventory for too long. Deliverance is one large open world. You can grab your sword, hop on your horse and just ride through the country or find people in peril to help them, solve complicated quests, hunt wild animals or take part in large battles. One of the things we are most proud of is our combat system. It's not easy to make a good first-person combat and we believe we succeeded in that. You can move freely like in any other first-person game, but at the same time you can attack various parts of opponent's body with several different attacks. On top of that, you can also perform special moves and combos, and most importantly, the whole thing is based on inverse kinematics, so every sword blow results in proper physical correct reaction. So, to sum it all up, we are trying to mix the freedom and game mechanics of Skyrim, storytelling of The Witcher, setting of Mount & Blade, and the tough combat of Dark Souls into one single package for people who like those games, TV series like Game of Thrones or Vikings, or movies like Braveheart. Our team is based in Prague, in the heart of Europe, where every town and village is overshadowed by an old castle, so we have a lot of places to draw inspiration from. Most of our team members previously worked on other big open world games like Mafia, Operation Flashpoint and Arma series. Our lead programmer worked on Forza Horizon, our lead artist came from Crytek where he worked on Crysis 3. We are a new team, but we have worked with each other in the past and most of us have 10+ years experience in the industry. So I believe that we are well qualified to develop another open world game. Everything you saw so far was developed by a team of just 25 people. We are now 35 members and plan to double that number. So now you probably ask yourself a question why we are here on Kickstarter. This is a big, expensive game that will surely cost a lot of money. Doesn't any big publisher want it? The answer may surprise you. Warhorse is a relatively small studio. So far we have been funded by a private investor and the cost of what you just saw is about $1.5 million. Things look promising at first. The producers we've met like the game and the team, but when we've got to the sales and marketing people, problems came up. At the time of the pitching, everybody thought that the next-gen consoles are doomed and nothing other than free-to-play MMOs for iPad will sell. So when we turned up with a pretty unique new concept for consoles, it was flagged as very risky. On top of that, we got a lot of questions like, is it going to be fun without Magic and Dragons? And the negotiations were taking forever. So finally, nearly a year after we began pitching Deliverance to publishers, we came to a crossroads. Either we fold the whole thing and do a free-to-play MMO for iPad, or we find some other way to fund the game. But Deliverance is a big and expensive game and we can hardly hope to raise the whole budget on Kickstarter alone. So we made a deal with our investor, who has luckily been very patient with us so far, that since the publishers are skeptical, we would approach you, the gamers, directly, and if we manage to raise a relatively reasonable sum of $500,000, it will prove to him that the game has potential and he will continue to finance us. If we fail, it means that the publishers were right and there is no demand for the game. So it's not going to happen. Anything over that amount will allow us to create additional content and make it better. Our game consists of 3 acts which we want to publish separately. The first one has a 9 square kilometer map and 30 hours of gameplay. The second act will be released about 8 months after the first one, with expanded map and similar length. Between each act we plan to add new features based on feedback from you, the supporters of our project. Our backers will also get early access to the game. In about 6 months we will release a smaller level where our backers can test core mechanics, and as development progresses we will add new features like combat, horse riding and small quests. When everything is ready, our backers will have early access to the beta before release. So if you liked what you saw and the idea of large medieval open world RPG, please support us. We believe there are many people who would like to play the game, but it's simply not possible with traditional publishers, so we cannot do it without your help. You will find more information about the game under the video and we'll provide even more in the future updates. Thank you for watching and thanks for your support. Give me your money!